Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be sharing this interesting recipe with you guys. I will show you how I made this special party jollof rice. This is so delicious. Oh my god. Anyway, so if you'd like to see how I made this, just continue to watch and don't forget to like, share and also subscribe. Okay, so I'm going to be serving my jollof rice with this pepper chicken, though it's not part of this recipe today. Maybe next time I'll show you how I make my own style of pepper chicken. But guys, let's get cooking.
Deep in the shadows, I know it's hard to put one foot in front of the other. So far is the echo. Where do we start? You can learn to discover a million stars. Here in the shadows, I know you're scared.
So to start, I will have to blend my Scotch bonnet and red bell pepper together. I'll roughly blend it because that is how I like to use it in my jollof rice. After blending my pepper, I'll just set it aside. Now I'm just adding oil to my pot that I'm going to use to cook my jollof rice. So I'll allow the oil to heat up before I now add my chopped onions and fry for about 3 minutes on a medium heat to caramelize. This is to get some flavor out from the onions. And once it's fried and looking crispy like this, then I'll go on to add my spring onions. This also gives it some flavor. If you don't have spring onions, don't worry about it. I love to use it when it's available. So I'll just fry it for like a minute and then go ahead to add my blended onions, garlic and ginger paste. I actually blended this. Sorry guys, I forgot to mention that I'm going to blend that. I just blended it, added a little bit of my pepper to it to make it look like red color. I prefer to use tomato paste without the fresh tomatoes in this, in this case. So I'm not using any fresh tomatoes, so I've just added my tomato paste to it. Guys, that is the secret to getting this kind of recipe like what I just prepared now that you guys saw. So that's one of my secrets anyway. So guys, I'll allow it to fry for about 5 minutes on a low heat. Guys, don't forget that, so that your sauce or your it doesn't start burning from here. And while it's frying, just make sure that you keep stirring to to also avoid burning. So once you fried, as you can see, it's bubbling. You can see oil sailing on top. Then now it's time for you to add your bell pepper and scotch bonnet. Remember your roughly blended scotch bonnet and red pepper that you kept aside. Then you can now go ahead to add it to the mixture and then mix together and continue to fry for another 3-4 minutes. So as you add your mixture of bell pepper and scotch bonnet into the sauce, make sure you continue to stir and stir. Otherwise, you end up with burnt sauce. If your sauce gets burnt at this stage, it is going to affect your jollof rice. You wouldn't want that. So just be consistent to keep stirring in. And then now it's time to add my spices. I'll be using white pepper, curry powder, bouillon cubes, salt, and bay leaf. Guys, note one thing with cooking, it's not about the amount or number of spices you're using or ingredients. It's just about the timing and putting everything right at the right time and cooking it to the consistency that will bring out good flavor. So that is very important. Okay, for your jollof rice you can choose to use any spice of your choice, but don't miss don't miss, sorry, curry powder and billion cube, of course. So that is important for your jollof rice. And after I've added everything up, I'm going to fry it for a bit, maybe 2 to 3 minutes before moving on to the next stage. The next step here, guys, is to add my chicken stock, as some people call it broth. That is what I'm going to be using. I'm not adding any water aside this. My chicken stock is well seasoned. I will make a video, to show you how I make my chicken stock. So that is what I'm using, like I mentioned. I will then I've added it to the sauce. I'll allow it to just simmer before going ahead to add my rice. I'm using basmati rice for this recipe. Note that I didn't parboil my basmati rice, and I don't do that. What I normally do is to wash it several times to make sure that it's all clean and the water is looking brighter, and that is it. If you'll be using easy cook rice, it's the same process. It's just that for easy cook rice, you have to wash it a little bit longer, okay? So it's still going to be the same thing, even if I'm using easy cook. That's how I cook it, okay? So now that I've added my rice, I will make sure that I stir in everything, mixing it up all together. And it doesn't end there, guys. You keep stirring. Even as you finish stirring the first time, you cover your pots and allow to cook for a few minutes, depending on how fast your stove cooks, or how the quantity you're cooking. As you can see, I'm cooking a quite amount of rice, so definitely 5 minutes is okay for me to target and stir again. But if it's smaller quantity, it doesn't have to be up to 5 minutes, okay? So you have to be able to stir less than that 5 minutes. So that is how I keep stirring my rice until it is finally ready. All right, before I forget to mention that you cook your rice on a low medium heat, and of course while you're stirring, you stir, you cover to cook, and you leave it for 5 minutes before you go back again to stir, making sure that rice is not burning. It's going to burn, like I said before, but then it's sometimes you like that smoky taste of jollof rice, so it's also okay, but at least not too much burning. And guys, this is so delicious. It's getting ready. So what I do intermittently, I just keep stirring, and then I'll cover my pot back again. So that's just about it now. I think my jollof rice is almost ready, and thank you guys for watching. If you watched to this point, thank you so much, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so, and also like and share my video if you can. Leave a comment down below so that we know we have a new member in the house. Okay, if you don't know what to say, just say hello, and that'll be fine. You can ask a question. I will make sure I also get back to you as soon as I can. I'll leave you for now. See you next time on my next video. Bye.